book live stream for me reading Batman 2010's comic books. So this will be the last series of Batman comic books that I will be reading on live stream. These are the final Batman comic books that I have in my comic book collection. And then once I get done reading these Batman comic books from the 2010s today, I will be moving on to Superman comic books next week. Christian. Hi, Christian. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good today. I'm just going to be reading the final Batman comic books that I have in my collection. And then next week we will be moving on to some Superman comic books. Now, the first thing I would like to say about these comic books, Christian, I just got home from camp. Well, that's cool, Christian. I'm happy that you just got home from camp and you're about to see me read the final Batman comic books that I have in my collection. And then next week I'm going to be moving on to Superman. Now, the thing I would like to say about these comic books is that unlike all the other Batman comic books that I have read on stream, these are actually the only Batman comic books that I have collected myself. All the other Batman comic books that I have read on my channel, I inherited them from my real dad who passed away in 2017 of COPD. So I was 13 years old at the time. My real dad passed away in 2017 of COPD. And a lot of my real dad stuff I inherited. And I inherited all of his comic books. So every single comic book you have seen before. I inherited all those comic books. But these comic books that I'm going to be reading today, I have collected myself because we got a little comic book store. We got a little comic book store where I live. And it gives out free comic books on Free Comic Book Day. If you guys don't know what Free Comic Book Day is, it's awesome. It's a day where you get free comic books. And all three of these comic books I'm going to be reading today, I've collected all of them, and I got all three of them at Free Comic Book Day. So, the first comic that we're going to be reading today is DC Comics issue number 1, Halloween Comic Fest Batman The Long Halloween Special Edition. And here's what it says. The Long Halloween is more than a comic book. It's an epic tragedy. And that was written by Christopher Nolan, who was the director of The Dark Knight Rises. Poke Job, what's up? What's up, Poke Job? How you doing today? I hope you're doing good today, Poke Job. Poke Job, today I'm gonna be reading some Batman comic books from the 2010s. These are the last of the Batman comic books in my collection. And then after I get done reading these, I plan on going to read Superman next on my next comic book stream next Saturday. And the one Poke Job, good. That's good, Poke Job. And also, these are the comic books that I have. Poke Job, that's cool. Thank you. The thing I would like to say about these comic books is that these are comic books that I have collected specifically. All the Batman comic books that I have read on stream before this stream, all of those comic books I inherited from my dad, my real dad who passed away in 2017 of COPD. So, all the Batman comic books in the previous streams I inherited. All those comic books that I inherited from all those comic books I inherited from my dad are what I read on stream. But these comic books that I'm reading myself, and I've collected these comic books. I got these comic books at Free Comic Book Day. because we have a little mini comic book shop in our area that sells comic books, and they give out free comic books on Free Comic Book Day, and so I collected these myself. Sid Hearth Mistra, hello, bro. Sid Sid Siddharth Mishra. How are you, bro? I'm doing good. How about you, Siddharth Mishra? I'm doing good. Like I said, I'm just gonna be reading a few of my Batman comic books today that I have personally collected myself. All the other Batman comic books that I've had read in my previous stream, all of those were collected by my real dad, and I inherited it from them, from my real dad, because my real dad passed away in 2017 of COPD. I was currently, I was 13 years old at the time when he passed away at 2017, but I inherited most of this stuff when I passed away, and I inherited all of his comic books. But there are comic books that I have collected for myself instead of inheriting like from my dad. But these three comic books that I'm going to be reading in stream today, I did not inherited. I collected them myself. Because, like I said, we have a small comic book store in our area that sells comic books, and you can get free comic books on Free Comic Book Day. And I got all three of these comic books on Free Comic Book Day. Poke Job High Side, Poke Job B, Sid Hearth Mishra, I'm fine. That's good. So, like I was saying, the first comic book we're going to be reading today is DC Comic Books issue number 1, Halloween Comic Fest, Batman The Long Halloween Special Edition. So that's what it looks like. And then there's a little message quote at the bottom. The Long Halloween is more than a comic book. It's an epic tragedy. And this was wrote by Christopher Nolan, the director of Dark Knight Rises. And there's also an ad for the TV show Arrow at the back of the comic book. The second comic book we're going to be reading today is DC Comics issue number 1, Halloween Comic Fest, Batman Little Gotham Special Edition. And there's no little quote at the bottom. Here's what that looks like. And the last comic book we're going to be reading today is DC Comics issue number 1, The Batman Adventures, Halloween Comic Comic Book Fest, or whatever, comic books. So this is the Batman Adventures. And then also there's an ad. There's also an ad at the back for a new, there's a ad at the back for the newest Captain Underpants book. And it says you can make your own comic book at scholastic.com, Captain Underpants. Also, at the bottom, here's a little information about the comic book store that I got the comic book from. So the comic book store I got these comic books from is Chautauqua Comics. If you wanna go visit Chautauqua Comics for yourself in Jamestown, New York, it's a little comic book store in our area that sells comics. You can get free comics on Free Comic Book Day from them. But the comic book I got it from it's Chautauqua Comics. It's in Jamestown, New York, 214 Fairmount Avenue at 14701. Keep informed. Text comic to 3196, and the Facebook is Chautauqua Comics. So if you ever guys want to go to Jamestown, New York, and if you ever guys want to ever check out Chautauqua Comics, you can go support their little comic book store in Jamestown, New York. Siddharth Mishra. I like comic books. Siddharth Mishra. You know Goku? Yes, I do know Goku. Uh, but I'm not really the biggest fan of Japanese stuff. I'm not really the biggest fan of anime per se. I don't really watch it. I've been kind of getting into anime recently. There's this game. I haven't played the game, but I have watched gameplay videos on YouTube of it. It's called Class of '09. I was first introduced to Class of '09 in late 2024, early 2025 because of TikTok. And I was like, what is this game? I gotta check it out. So I started watching gameplay footage of it on YouTube, and basically, Class of '09 is a visual novel. It's a rejection simulator. And basically, you go around as this girl, and you're very like narcissistic, and you're very like antisocial, and you're very sociopathic. And yeah, that's the point of that game. It's a visual novel and a rejection simulator, and the people that made the game decided to make an anime pilot. They released it on YouTube. So if you would like to check out the Class of '09 anime pilot on YouTube, go check it out. It's a really cool anime pilot, and it also has a couple of anime shorts as well. And the other thing that I have been getting into anime recently is called Ghost Stories, and Ghost Stories was originally a show that released in Japan, and it didn't really do too well in Japan. But then the United States wanted to get an American dub of it, and when the United States got the American dub of it, the people that owned the show told the people that the voice cast in the United States, you can do whatever you want with the characters as long as you follow the story of the show. So in the Class of, or not Class of '09, but the American Ghost Stories dub, the Ghost Stories dub in America, they say a lot of fucked up shit in it, and there's a lot of dark humor, and because the show came out in 2000 in Japan, but it came out in American dub. The American dub came out in 2005 in America, and they said a lot of fucked up shit, a lot of dark humor that they can't really say now, because with everything that's going on in the world. But no, that's my exposure to anime. So Siddharth Mishra, yes, I do know who Goku is, but I'm not really a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, and I'm not really a big fan of anime other than what I've just mentioned. All right, guys, I think I've wasted enough time. I think it's time to actually get into the comic books now. So we're gonna get into the first comic book, DC Comic Books issue number 1, Halloween Comic Fest, Batman: The Long Halloween Special Edition. So let's get into it. I believe in Gotham City. Alvy, hello, sorry, bit late. It's okay, Alvy, you're fine. I just read. It's okay, Alvy, you're fine. I haven't even started reading the comic book yet. I just got through this one little quote this guy said in the comic book. So you really haven't missed anything, Alvy. I mean, you missed the whole explanation, but it's whatever. You're fine, Alvy. You're fine. Siddharth Mishra, bro, I have family responsibilities now. I don't have that kind of time anymore. It's all about making money. Well, I'm 22 years old. I have a lot of life ahead of me. You know, I have I'm 22 years old. I got my whole life ahead of me, and I've had jobs before. I worked at Little Caesars. I worked at a school as a janitor slash cleaner. So I know what it's like to work a job and have no times on your hands. Siddhartha Mishra. Alvi, I was bucking. Oh, cool. So back to the comic book. I only came here tonight out of respect for my parents. Knew your family. Your father is more than just a friend to me, to my brother Bruce. That was a long time ago. Everything around me is a lie. Carmine, the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord, is throwing a social wedding for his nephew Johnny Vitti. It seems only yesterday that when the Roman tried to get hired, knife slid between his nephew's ribs. Johnny was going to tell everybody that he knew about the Roman to the grand jury. Extortion, corruption, murder, all of that, all of it. But Johnny never testified. He's getting married instead with the Roman paying for it, all of it. And now you have so many new friends, Mr. Falcone. So many wealthy, influential friends. Is that Richard Daniel out there? Sid Hearthmeister, are you married, brother? No, I'm not married. I'm not married. I do not have a wife. I do not have any children. I don't even have a girlfriend right now. I don't even have a girlfriend right now, so. And if I did have a girlfriend, she would be on live stream with me if she wanted to be. If she didn't want to be on live stream with me, that's okay. Sid Hearth Maestro, what time is it for you in New York? AM or PM? It's currently PM right now. It's probably around like 2:05, 2:06. Yeah, probably around like 2:05, 2:06, 2:07, maybe 2:10 p.m. It's 2 p.m. here, Sid Harthmeistra. I am a very lucky man. Richard tells me the Gotham City Bank is open to the idea of doing business with Falcone Imports. I'm counting on you, Bruce, to be as accommodating. Don't. I won't vote for or influence the board on your behalf, regardless of whatever position you gotten Richard to take. That's disappointing. Enjoy the rest of the party, Bruce. Try the cannoli. I had them flown in from Italy, fresh. Life is made up of little disappointments, Mr. Falcone. It what's make us what we do so challenging. Perhaps I could encourage Wayne like the others. I don't think that'll be necessary, Milos. Richard ensures me we have enough votes. Although Bruce Wayne certainly wouldn't have clinched it for us. Need any help? I went looking for the washroom, and I guess I got turned around. Too much champagne will do that, you know. Albert Falcone, Harvard MBA, Oxford Rhodes Scholar, the good son. Down the hall to your right, Mr. Wayne. Very special night, particularly the cannoli. Time to go to work. It's late. It's hot, even for June. Years from now, when people are talking about the weather, they'll say, it's hot, but not as hot as the night Johnny Vitti got married. Hello, Selena. Care to dance, Bruce? Uh, uh, Sid Hearth Maestra, brother, get me a girlfriend too. Well, that's just the thing, Sid Hearth Maestra. I don't have a girlfriend. So it's if I can't get a girlfriend right now, what makes you think I'm gonna be able to get a girlfriend for you? I'm sorry to say, Sid Hearth Maestra, I'm not able to get a girlfriend you if I'm not even able to get a girlfriend myself. So I'm sorry about that. Albie, sorry, I gotta go for dinner. I think I can come back. I hope you can come back, LV, but I mean this live stream is going to be shorter than normal. So, because I'm only reading 3 comic books today, and these comic books are not that long. Sid Hearth Maestra, laughing out loud. Okay, back to the comic book. Johnny, 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 come over here. Yes, Mama? Tell your mama about that big fella, that handsome one, dancing with that woman. Him? That's Bruce Wayne, Mama. His old man and Uncle Carmine used to be pals or something, so that's Bruce Wayne. I should make him say hello or something, Mama. Selina Kyle, suddenly leaving, has lost its urgency. LV, okay, bye LV, bye LV. Hopefully you'll be able to come back before my live stream is over. We shall see. Just look at my sister out there, smiling like the cat about to eat the canary. If anything ever happens to me, Alberto, you don't have to look any further than your Aunt Carla in Chicago. Good looking boy, like yourself, should be changing after some nice, pretty girl in the wedding, not worrying about things that don't concern you, but I want to help. Don't talk like that, Pops. Nothing is going to happen to you. Although you should know I saw Bruce Wayne snooping around out there. Alberto, 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 you might want to have a look at this. Dent! Yes, sir. Garage level B. You know, Harvey, if you had any sense at all, which you don't, you'd be at home with the fan on and a bottle of beer. But no, you gotten to spend the hottest night of the year in a parking garage, writing down license plates for all the hoodoos in the cesspool of Ner. Stick your nose in it again, Dent, where it isn't welcome. One of these days you'll stick it in too far, and that pretty wife of yours. Uh, a poke job. Gotta get going. I'm going to the county club. Bye. Bye, poke job. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next stream, which will be my gaming stream on Tuesday. Be there and be square for that. It'll be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like this stream. Ringo Star 19. They say you could be my son. I see the resemblance. Peace and love. Well, thank you, Ringo Star 19. You must be a Ringo Star lover or a Ringo Star fan to be saying that. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining my stream. I'm just reading some Batman comic books from the 2010s today, Ringo Star 19. These are comic books that I personally have collected myself at Free Comics Books Day at my local comic book store. All the other Batman comic books that I have read on stream in the past, I inherited them from my real dad that passed away in 2017. He died of COPD at the age of 50 years old. I was 13 years old when that happened, but yeah, we're just Ringo Star 19. Do you have a favorite comic book? It can be a single issue or collection. Uh my favorite comic book. I actually have 2 comic books, and they're 2 series of comic books. One series I have, the other I don't have. Um, I like Death in the Family, and I like The Killing Joke. Those are my favorite Batman comic books. I also like um I also like Aquaman. Aquaman is my second. Well, Aquaman is my first favorite superhero, and then my Batman is my second favorite superhero. I don't have a singular comic book I like of Aquaman. I just like Aquaman. Plus, I don't really have too many Aquaman comic books, but For Batman, I would say Batman, Death in the Family, and Batman the Killing Joke. But the comic book I'm reading in this stream, I'm currently reading Batman the Long Halloween Special Edition. That's also a really good comic book as well. Ringo Star 19, nice choice. So I'm just reading some Batman comic books from the 2010. These are comic books that I have personally comic books. Ringo Starr. The Killing Joke is fantastic. The Long Halloween is also great. Yeah, that's what I'm currently reading in the stream right now. I got this comic book. I got this comic book at Free Comic Book Day because we got a local comic book in our area that sells comic books, and I got it for Free Comic Book Day. But yeah, back to the comic book. The comic book goes on. Okay, that's this is an ad for this is an ad for Superman Wonder Woman issue 1 Love is a Battlefield, all new monthly series written by and illustrated by Charles Soule, Swamp Thing, and Tony S. Daniel, Detective Comics. Okay, back to the comic book. Okay. Harvey, you. Alright, Miss Kyle. And were you just leaving when luckily we heard you? I hope I didn't spoil you evening. I guess that's what the same as thanks for making sure I didn't need help. No, really. You society tapes, go ahead and do whatever it is you do when you're doing it. The rest of us will take care of what needs to be done. And what needs to be done. You wouldn't understand, Mr. Wayne. Good night, Miss Kyle. And thanks for making sure I didn't need help. Friend of yours, I contributed to his campaign for district attorney. I believe it's Harvey Dent. In this city, that's saying something. So, Bruce, have any plans for the rest of the evening? Yawn. I apologize, Selena, but it's late even for me. Your loss. Ringo Starr. Swamp Thing is great. Underrated. Haven't read any Swamp. I know of the character Swamp Thing, but I haven't read any Swamp Thing comic books. I do not own any Swamp Thing comic books, but let's see. I did watch a horror movie that came out in the mid 2000s of Swamp Thing. I thought it was mediocre slash average at best. Ringo Starr. Saga of Swamp Thing by Alan Moore is a good read. I'll definitely check that out. If I can find it anywhere, I'll check it out and read it for myself. Oh, did I show off the pages? Okay, that's better. I showed off the pages. Of course, I know how late it is, Barbara. I'm packing up now. I love you too, dear. No, that's okay. Let the boy go to sleep. Captain Gordon? Whoop. Harvey, you look like you've been hit by a truck. Got anything to drink, Jimbo? I could really use a drink. I went over to the Falcone wedding. Guess I wasn't on the guest list. Harvey, we talked about this. Needless chances. And Falcone has us outmanned, outgunned, outclassed. How are we ever going to bring him down? I have a friend who wants to help. Earlier the evening, I saw it safe in the Falcone study. Ben. Now, if everyone could just move a little bit closer, and while it would be improper for Bruce Wayne to examine its contents, Ben, a little closer, please. There is an alternative. Closer. Ringo Star 19. Great art. Thank you. It's a good comic book. Okay, there's an ad for Aquaman. I was wondering who left the windows open. Catwoman. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed inside this penthouse. Is there a connection? I don't have time for this. My business here this evening does not involve you. Funny, I don't believe you. You should then. Let go of me. Take them down. Now look at what you've done. Enough. In my in my own home, where my children sleep, on my nephew's wedding day, Milos, my most trusted friend. Surely you have an explanation. Catwoman and Batman. Ha ha ha. You know, there was a time, Carmine, when this would have never ever happened. Now you're not getting too old, are you? Salvatore the Boss Maroni, the Romans' chief rival for control of Gotham City. Milos, get Mr. Maroni here a drink. The rest of you spread the word. $1 million for either of them, the bat or the cat. To be continued in the Batman the Long Halloween graphic novel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is just a comic book. This ain't the graphic novel. This is just a comic book, not a graphic novel, but the graphic novel goes more into the Long Halloween story. This is more just a little bit more of a sneak peek of Batman the Long Halloween. Okay, so that was Batman the Long Halloween, and then the ad for Arrow. Now we're going to be getting into the second comic book in the stream, DC Comic Books issue number 1, Halloween Comic Fest Batman Little Gotham Special Edition. So here's Batman Little Gotham, and then here's the ad for this on the back, so let's get into it. Halloween. That's been on all night, hasn't it? This is the one night of the year that stays on until it burns out. It's a good thing you're rich enough to afford the electric bill, but I don't. Shush, down there. It's crime time. Thwomp! Ah, don't hurt us. Robin, stop. They're just kids. They're just kids? What lowlife has kids doing their dirty work? And before you answer, I'm not a kid. Look around, it's Halloween. There's no telling who's real and who's not. For all I know, most of these costume jokers are the real deal. Quit that. Haven't you ever celebrated Halloween? The only time I ever celebrated anything with my family was when my mom and grandfather would test out the Lazarus pit by dumping dead bodies in it. Fighting off crazy reanimated zombies, those were good times. What's the purpose of Halloween, anyways? It's a holiday tracing back many years away to celebrate pagan harvests, the end of season, or even the festivals for the dead. A time when the physical and supernatural world would be at their closest point to create magic. Okay, fine. It's about dressing up and getting candy. Now you're talking. What are you? Crash! No! Ha 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 ha! Whoa! Stop! No! Bet Nightwing does this all the time. You're going about this all wrong. You have to go door to door and say the words trick or treat to get the candy. That sounds stupid. Just try it. So, Galino's Italiano, see you there, and bring everyone. So how did it go? One lousy piece. Hardly seems worth it still. Hold it. We've been out all night. We should grab dinner first before you have your dessert. You take the fun out of everything. When the gaps hit your eye like a big pizza pie, that's alchemy. Mama Mia, you're a one hot spicy meatball. Ah, puddin'. So no salad for you, huh? Num 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 num. Nope. I wish Halloween was every day of the year. That's why we'd be able to eat out like normal folk and fit in. Here, here, ding, stretch, slurp, blop, glup. Molto bueno. The real Batman has longer ears. And when did Robin start wearing a hood? Oh, I get it. Robin Hood, clever. Will you be dining in? 2 calzones for takeout. Thank you. Thank you to the one person who is watching the stream and then left. Oh, that's too much. There's enough there to cover everyone's dinner tonight. Splendid. Great costumes, everyone. Dinner's on me. Happy Halloween. Ding. When? Yay! Why do you let them go? Those weren't kids in there. I know. Then what are you going to do? Nothing. Thanks for the call. Quite the trick that all those villains are in there together. Before you arrest them, give them a minute to finish their dinner. My treat. Happy Halloween, kiddies. Join us in the next chapter for the gobbles of the Thanksgiving fun in Batham, Little Gotham. Thanksgiving. To the homicidal Halloween holiday that celebrates the murder and consumption of our brethren birds. Absent they shall forever be in from this table. Gotham's festing ways this vile day of oppression. But let's not wallow in misery. Oh no, not when we can do something about it. Put your wings together and join me in a toast, my feathered friend. Squat, 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 squat. It is time to stage the march of the turkeys. We are reporting live downtown on Main Street at the annual Gotham Thanksgiving Parade. That's quite a crowd in attendance, wouldn't you agree, Vicky? Absolutely, Jack. It's a Gotham tradition, one day that dates back over 60 years. All of them floats and balloons are sponsored by the local Gotham businesses, and here comes our first one. It's funded from a private donation and probably our most recognizable one in this city. The Batman. Looks like the Dark Knight got eerily jumpy on potatoes and stuffing, Vicky. Huh, fat and pathetic. You wanted to waste your money buying that? Quite the contrary, I specified. Why is my head so fat and body so small? Totally unrealistic. It's not even the right costume. Whatever, hate parades. Our first float is provided by the Wayne Foundation, a traditional Mayflower ship which the Pilgrims used to Boom! My word. The Mayflower has sunken, or rather exploded. Vicky, is that? Yes, it appears that the Pilgrim is the Penguin, and he is leading an army of turkeys. Be warned, Gotham, there's birds so no longer shall be shackled to your dinner plates. Feel our turkey wrath. That's just revolting. Or a revolt, Vicky, to the better part of the mansion, the Bat Cave, the better cave. The time is at hand to steal back this holiday from hungry consumerism. Have your day, my fellow flightless feathered friends. Work, work, wah. It's over, Cobblepot. Consider your holidays plans cancelled, and take off that stupid hat. Never, you pointed ear rodent. Blang! Bang! No funny looking guns. Whack! Ha ha ha! Quit it! I got him, Robin. Round up the turkeys. Peck, peck, peck. Ah, okay. Ha ha ha. I like this advert for this regular show DVD. I actually have this regular show DVD, actually. I have that regular show DVD. I can pull it out after I get done reading this comic book. But this is a Halloween comic book, so it is going to have like an ad for a Halloween DVD. Stop playing around, Robin. Stop that turkey march. Squawk, or continue the juice march. Good work, Robin. Lead them to the petty farm around the corner. Squawk, that's foul play, Batman. Alas, I must go and leave, or take a holiday if you prefer. Plock, flosh. Squawk. I guess Batman was some use after all. Didn't know you could play the trumpet, Robin. There's a lot you don't know about the League of Assassins, Detective. The bird just wasn't meant to fly. Gobble. Oh, why'd you slap me, Babs? It's Barbara, and first you must say Grace. Grace, you just said your name was Barbara. Oh, Damien. Why must berries be in the sauce form? I'm happy you all could join us today. Everything looks and smells great, Alfred. Thank you, Miss Gordon. I am so hungry. I could eat a penguin. Everyone help yourselves. Where's my seat? No one ever saves me a seat. You stick with me, Jerry. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Watch your back, sacrifice bird. Yes, I wonder what happened to the our esteemed Mr. Gobblepot, Master Bruce. I'm sure he's enjoying the holiday just like the rest of us. Surrounded friends. Clang, clang, clang. Hey, Bird Brain, get up. Yes, you're lucky here today, Oswald. And why is that, you misguiding moron? You made it just in time. It's time for dinner. Would you like something to eat, Mr. Scarface? I can't eat, you dummy, but that looks Palooka already has. That's not the trifling, Mr. Z. Just like a nap. Zaps. Zzz. Rest those wings and take a load off. I'm afraid that all started without you, but I managed to snag you a plate. Hope you like turkey. I mean, who doesn't, right? Happy Thanksgiving. Look for a new issue of Batman Little Gotham every up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Okay, so let me flip back to that page. Okay. Okay, so here is the ad for the regular show DVD. It's regular show Fright Pack DVD, which is a Halloween DVD and it has Halloween episodes in it. Here's the advertisement for it in this comic book. And then I actually have the DVD. So that advertisement in that regular or in that Batman comic book of that DVD, I have the DVD. I have the regular show DVD. Regular show the Fright Pack. So they had the advertisement for the regular show Fright Pack DVD. I have the DVD, and the regular show Fright Pack DVDs has Tales of Terror from the Park 2-part episode, Terror's Tales of the Park Part 2 2 episodes, Dead at 8, Jinx, Grave Sites, Hello Governor, Death Bear, Skunked, See You There, Meet Your Maker, Dizzy, The Best VHS in the World, Last Meal, and Skip Stress. Special features, Villains Gallery. So that ad that I had on that comic book, I have the DVD for. But anyway, we're back to the comic book, so we're getting into the last comic book of today, DC Comic Books issue number 1, The Batman Adventures. Halloween Comic Fest, The Batman Adventure, based on the classic TV show. So here's the front. And then here's an ad for a new Captain Underpants book, and you can make your own Captain Underpants comic, which probably doesn't even work anymore. But anyway, time to get into the comic. Penguin's Big Scope, Act 1, Charm School Dropout. Give it up, Ross. You'll never take me alive, Batman. Shoot, Ross, shoot! Look out, Ross. Piff, pow. Turn that thing off. Don't you know it rots your brain? You're new here, Grant, so let me explain. Here we're believed that being a criminal is no excuse not to try to improve yourself. So every day we each learn a new world because, as we all know, money can't buy you class. Very good, boys. What's your word for today, Rocco? Rapid. That's a good word. Rapid means fast or quick. This is the stupidest. Shut up. He'll hear you. Clarence, what's your word? Arteriosclerosis. Alberto. Yes, an excellent word. A legal term referring to the right to assemble. Isn't that right, Clarence? Yes, of course, Penguin. He doesn't even know what that means. It means, what an idiot. What? Slam! Uh-oh. So you find fault with my definition, now that I think about it, you might be right. Yes, it's all coming back to me. It's a medical term. The condition of having a large steel rod inserted into your brain through your nose. Am I right? Penguin, there's something out here you gotta see. You better start reading a new dictionary if you want to last long around here, Grant. It must come while he was eating. The card says turn it on at 6. That's now switch it on. Greetings, Penguin. Congratulations on being the first criminal on your block to receive my new interactive TV unit. Active? It means I can hear you. But what more important is that you listen to me, because I have offered you simply can't refuse a brilliant plan. A plan that will not only make you the most popular man in Gotham City, but will allow you to thumb your nose at all those who prosecuted you in the past, including Batman. And all I ask in return is that you steal from me a small item, a trinket. A trinket? A trifle? What do you say? Ludicrous. I don't even know. Who are you? Kink. Joker. 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 Blam! I thought I told you to leave that light off. Well, the cat's out of the bag, it seems. My offer still stands, Penguin. What do you say? I'm listening. Come on, move it. Cashier. Guard, tuck away. Yeah. Our friend's request. Here. Then let's go, boys. At least they're saying in Paris, "C'est la blanc." Such is bank. Shush. Move, move. Crash. Hmm. Relax. Batman, sorry. I didn't realize it was you. Who did this? I wasn't hit from behind. I couldn't see. Act 2. Top of the world, Ma. Hi there, Gotham. It's your hostess with the mostest, Valerie Vapid, with another segment of Stars on Pride. This week, we profile someone who's making a big splash on the society pages of The Penguin, Stars on Para. Rising above his sordid past, the Penguin has emerged as one of the Gotham's greatest humanitarians. Big charities, small charities, whatever. Penguin contributes to them all, and generously he got some latest big thing. But why listen to me? Let's talk to the man of the hour himself. Thanks for joining us, Penguin. Enchante Valerie. Oh, French, be still my heart. Everyone agrees that you're the toast of the town, but there are still a few people out there who hear Penguin and think crime. Small minds, Valerie. I've learned to deal with it. Everyone has their share of youthful insurrections, and I'm certainly no exception. I'll admit my mistakes have been a bit more dramatic than the average person's, but that's just my nature. The way I see it, a man should be judged not by his past, by his sense of style, the way he handles himself great under pressure. And if any of you snobs have a problem with it, then let me go, man to man. I'm right here. Strong words from the Peng. Click. I must say, sir, that when I observed the Penguin's efforts at conquering the field of your public opinion, I find myself wishing he'd stuck to crime. He has, Alfred. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it yet. A rash bank thefts, millions in cash stolen, now suddenly Penguin's the most charitable man in Gotham City. He's obviously the one behind it, but his methods, knocking out witnesses, disabling video cameras, that's got none of his trademark. Recklessness, his egotistical patchy. It's smart. It's a smart way to rob a bank, but it's not Penguin's way to rob a bank. He's not acting like himself. I can't predict where he'll strike next. Tish, seems Theater Council has invited him on the board for restoring the funding that Carnegie withdrew. Leland Carnegie was a major sponsor of the theater. The major sponsor, but recently he suddenly stopped funding the program? Yes, apparently he ran into some financial troubles. I'll say he owns the First, Gotham, and National Security Banks, the Penguin's first two targets. Sir, take a look at the list of banks owners. Alfred, any names ring a bell? Good Lord, J.P. Stanford, Andrew Morgan. Yes, Gotham's greatest philanthropist. Penguin's been bankrupting them and using the money to tank their place in high society clever. Don't cancel my invitation to tonight's charity gala, Alfred. I think Bruce Wayne will be attending after all. Ladies and gentlemen, as mayor of the fair city, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to this year's Policeman Charity Banquet, Gotham Plaza Hotel. Clap, 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 clap. And you know, this fund is crucial to maintaining the morale of our fine men and women in uniform. You all have given generously, but we've gathered here tonight to honor the most generous among them. So here to take the present of token gratitude, giving your Police Commissioner James Gordon. Clap, 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 clap. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of his extremely generous $1 million donation, this award goes to what? You can't possibly expect me to. This award goes to the Penguin. Clap, 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 clap. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Commissioner Gordon, and the citizens of Gotham for the fabulously lovely token of your affection. I'm reminded of the words of the immortal bard, who said, huh? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm afraid there's a mistake. I've just informed that we received a last minute donation of $2 million. $2 million! May I present the rightful recipient of this award, Mr. Bruce Wayne. Clap, 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 clap. Here, here. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Commissioner Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing I like more than a worthy cause. So Bruce Wayne thinks he can steal my thunder, does he? Cancel your dinner. Cancel your after dinner plans, boys. We got a little job to do. Love and Life, hey, I've been praying for you. Well, thank you, Love and Life. I appreciate it. Love and Life, I appreciate it. Thank you for praying for me. I appreciate it. But like I said, this is not a religious thing. I'm just reading comic books, so let's just leave it at that. I'm not going to get into the religious stuff with you. Act 3, Power of the Press. Have you cut the video camera lines? Got him. Snip. Wayne Financial Institution. Let's go, let's go. Good, turn on the lights. No sign of any guards, Penguin. Now what this supposed to be? It doesn't even look like anything. I tell you, extreme wealth is wasted on these people. If you do think about it, I'm doing Gotham a service by putting this money to much better use. Love and Life. I understand 100%. Well, thank you, Love and Life. Thank you for joining my stream, and thank you for praying for me. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far of me reading these Batman comic books from the 2010s. Still no guards. Wayne's a bigger idiot than I thought. We see how smug he is when he's bankrupt. Ha! Okay, boys, so far so good. The bolts, that way everybody stick close. Huh? Hey, who turned off the light? What? Flashlight, numbskulls. Turn on your flashlights. Okay, everybody, just stay calm. But. I said stay calm. It's only the guards. Maybe it's Batman. Yeah, maybe it is. Stop firing! Stop firing! Blam! 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 We stand a better chance if we split up. Stephen, Lefty, you gotta go that way, Rocco and Clarence. The way the Otto and Grant me, you follow me. Whoever sees Batman first, y'all, then everybody else follow. The sound of their voice, and we'll corner him. He can't take us all at once. Go! Don't like this, not at all. For once, Rocco, I agree with you. This wasn't in the plan. Hey there. Hey, that's Stefan. Fellows, he's over there. Ah, that's Lefty. Let's go. Psst. Hey guys, where'd he go? Quick, tell us where he is. He's right there. Ah! Die! 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 Crank! Help me! Oof! Well, looks like it's just the three of us, boys. Less money to go around. The Volt's just through this door. You stay here and watch our backs, Grant. Sure thing, Penguin. Freeze, Batman! You just made your last. Slap! Slap! Ow! Alright, come on, come on. Okay, here's an ad for the Batmobile, Batman animated series Batmobile. Slam! Whoosh! Slam! Oof! Well, here we are. Otto, the inner vault, the sanctuary of Bruce Wayne's fortune. I hope you brought a lot of bags. Otto? Game over, Penguin. Why did you do it? How did you do it? Why did you do it? Why did I do it? The question is, why didn't I think of it myself sooner? All those fat cats, no class money bags, buying the affection of others with their charities, their donations, made me sick. So I took all their money, upgraded to the lifestyle. I've always deserved and used the rest to buy those affections for myself. And you know what? I'll keep doing it because you're got no evidence on me, Bat Boy. Guess again, Bat Penguin. I rerouted the video cables for this room before you arrived. You just confessed on videotape. On tape, you mean I. Wham! Whoa! Gone. All gone. Curse you, Batman. You ruined it all. Well, it just goes to show, Gotham, what looked like a new song for an old jailbird turned out to be just another master plan. Foiled by the foiled by the Batman. Foiled, shamoiled. I've got what I want. Ha 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 ha. The end. Alright, guys. So that was me reading Batman comic books from the 2010s. Next week I will be reading some Superman comic books. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this comic book stream. I hope everybody has enjoyed me reading Batman comic books from the 2010s. I hope everybody had fun, and I hope everybody enjoyed me reading these comic books for them. Me reading these Batman comic books from the 2010s. This is the last of the Batman comic books that I got to read, so next week I'm going to start reading some Superman comic books on stream. I hope everybody had fun and I hope everybody enjoyed. Please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on all the notifications for all my videos. And please come back to my gaming, my Q&A, and my comic book streams to get my watch hours up on YouTube. If you can guys do that for me, that would be appreciated. I hope everybody had fun, and I hope everybody enjoyed this stream. I hope everybody enjoyed me reading these Batman comic books for them, these Batman comic books from the 2010s. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next stream and in the next video, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Bye. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Bye. Alright, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. To the one person who just joined the stream, you have joined my stream rather late. I'm ending off the stream now. I've read all the Batman comic books that I could read, so I'm ending the stream for today. So, to that one person who joined, bye bye. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.